Hello everybody, welcome to my coffee break. Today I'm going to make cinnamon, cayenne, cherries, and dark chocolate latte using this candy bar. It's 60% cocoa. It has cinnamon, cayenne, cherries, and dark chocolate. And it's endangered species chocolate. And I already started this bar before. I tried to make this. Hey, John, thank you for joining me. Good morning. I tried this yesterday to make sure it's gonna work out before I actually try it on here. So I got my coffee. I'm gonna make a pour over. What kind of concoction am I making? So I'm gonna make it's gonna be a cinnamon, cayenne, cherry, dark chocolate latte. So I'm going to take one of these pieces of this chocolate bar. It comes in a little foil like this. And it's broken down, and it has different sections. So I'm going to break off a section. And I'm going to put it in my coffee cup. So we get it in here. So I'm going to break it over so we don't lose any chocolate. There we go. So it comes in like this, chocolate bar. So I'm gonna drop it in my cup, just like that. And then I'm gonna put this chocolate over here. And then we're gonna make a pour over that. So I got my coffee. I got Black Rifle Texas Fuel in there. So I'm gonna put it just like this, and we're gonna pour it over there with my kettle. And see here, we're going to get started. It took me a second to get set up this morning, but hopefully my frothy milk is I made some frothy milk. So let me see if I can set my kettle down. Try to get a bigger table so that way I can. So this is the way that it looks like it's melting that chocolate. It smells really good today. The coffee yesterday, I made this and it was so good that I decided to share with you. Make this. Now I gotta make sure. Make some more here. I gotta make sure that. Yesterday, I was pouring the coffee, and all of a sudden my mug started to fill, so I had to put my coffee cone into the sink. But I got a cup, so I can. There we go. I think that'll be enough. I want room for my. I made frothy milk. I just took. Whole milk, and I put it in a jar, and I heated it up in the microwave for like 30 seconds. And then you shake it, probably have to shake it for a couple of minutes, and it should make it really frothy. Okay, my coffee's stopping. Let's see if I can move this over without getting it in the camera. So I got another cup over here so I can move it over. All right, there we go. Oh, I'm afraid I'm going to drop it. I'm going to set it over here inside. I have coffee grounds everywhere. That's what it looks like. And my caffeine mug. My son got me a caffeine mug. So I'm going to pour the frothy. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to stir up the chocolate. So that way I got my... This mug comes with a caffeine spoon. So let's stir this up. Make sure that that chocolate melts. You can probably put another little bit of piece of chocolate in there if you want. But I thought yesterday that was just right. Nice and dark, yes sir. The dark roasted coffee I got in there. So you can see well, I don't know. You can probably see the, it's not good to stir a glass mug a metal spoon. Usually I use a plastic so it won't be so noisy. Alright, where's my... Alright, so we got that all stirred up in there. And we're going to pour our frothy milk. And hopefully this will be as good as it was yesterday. So you can just, you don't have to have a fancy steamer. Or you can use it got it, okay, there we go. You can use a French press, and you can froth the milk like that too. So here we go. Ready? I can't do a fancy thing, so I'm gonna. There we go. And it starts making a crema on top. There we go. Oh, that looks good. And you can see the bits of chocolate are coming to the top, so I'm going to stir it again. This looks really good. Coffee milk, difference of. Well, I frothed it. I stuck it in the microwave, and yeah, it's true. I normally drink my coffee black, but you can see the chocolate on the spoon. All right, but I made it. You can see the bits of chocolate and cayenne pepper, cherries, and cinnamon. So this, I'm gonna turn this around because I'm not left-handed. So let's give it a try. Oh, the cayenne pepper really gives you a little kick. You know, they put a good amount of cayenne pepper in that that chocolate bar. That is really good. That's what it looks like. And I made more than 8 ounces here, I think. So sometimes you have to stir it because it starts to settle. But that cayenne pepper and cinnamon, and of course the chocolate, but the cayenne pepper is really good. It's definitely a try. This is really good. I saw that in the... Well, my son had bought it the other day, and I tried it, and it was really good. And then yesterday, I go, I wonder... I like cayenne pepper, and I like cinnamon. So, and I like dark chocolate, so I wonder how it would taste in a coffee. So I said, I'm going to give it a try. So I tried it yesterday. I got up before everybody else, and I tried it. Probably woke up a few people because my kettle gets really loud. It doesn't whistle, but it just makes a lot of rumbling noise. You should give this a try. We got this. I think we just got this chocolate at my grocery store, but my son might have got this at the Natural Grocers. Hey, Naboo. Just in time. I made a cayenne pepper, cherry, dark chocolate, cinnamon latte. I used this candy bar that it has cinnamon, cayenne, cherries, dark chocolate. I put a piece of it in there, and I made a pour over it. And then I made a frothy milk. And I put milk in this jar, and then I put it in the microwave for about 35 seconds. And then I put the lid on, and then I started shaking it. Yeah, it should be. Smugglers? I have to look that up. Oh, really? Dungeons and Dragons? My son plays, my youngest son and my oldest son, they play Dungeons and Dragons. It's really good. My son is, my youngest son, He goes like every Tuesday night, and they have I think they call it a campaign or something like that. And so, and my oldest son is still does that too. John Naboo is from France. This is really tastes good. And you know that spiciness of the cayenne pepper and the cinnamon go well together. I think maybe kind of balances it, but yeah, it's really good. I would have to say this is something I would do again because I think you know if you like chocolate. I hope this is not too loud when I stir this because I'm clanking against the glass. I don't want to make it really noisy for you guys. But this has an interesting taste. So if you try this, come back and put a comment down below that you tried this. And if you liked it, that'd be great. If you don't blame me. Just kidding. Naboo has been at Morocco. And the other day he had espresso. It looked really good. Are you having coffee this morning, John or Naboo? This is the kettle I use is a Bodum kettle. It's electric. As you can see in the bottom, it has that little port thing. You put it on there, and this thing starts rumbling like crazy. So usually when it starts rumbling pretty fierce, I know it's time to take it off. It doesn't whistle when it's done, so. Okay, cool. Yeah, we can do that. Well, my kids are not kids, really. But my kids, my oldest one is 30. I'm drinking Black Rifle with peppermint mocha creamer. Oh, that sounds interesting. The one I got is Texas. It was called Freedom Fuel. And they also made one. It's called Texas Freedom Fuel. They have 3 stores here. Well, actually, they have one on 281. Yeah, that's the one I got. That's what you drink? Cool. And they have one in Bernie, Texas. And that one was really nice. I've been up there a couple of times. And that was really nice. I wanted a really dark coffee. And that one is really nice. Let me show you what it looks like. I buy the whole bean. Got a little coffee over here. Okay, so I buy the whole bean and I grind it myself, and that's what the grounds look like. Not grounds, but the coffee looks like when it's grounded. And I usually grind probably about a couple of days worth, and I keep it like that, and it stays really fresh in that little container. I made, sometimes when I buy a coffee, I share it with my boss. Because sometimes I'll have like 2 or 3 coffees and bags of coffee, and I go, I gotta share this because this is too much, because it'll probably stay fresh, but But anyway, the other day I brought some in, and the office smelled really good. And he goes, "Man, that coffee smells really good." I said, "Yeah, wait till you taste it." But this is interesting. So the cayenne pepper is, one of my viewers named Lanky. She's from San Francisco, and she was talking about when they go to a coffee. Her and her husband go to a coffee shop. They always ask for like some cayenne pepper in the good brews. Hey Moses, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for joining me. I'm just about finished with my coffee. I made a cinnamon, cayenne pepper, dark chocolate cherry latte, and it turned out really good. And almost finished. Cheers. And made a pour over. You're not that brave? Yeah, you are. It's not that hot. I mean, it's a. Oh yeah. Well, too. If you go to a coffee shop and you say, "Hey, put some cayenne pepper in there," you don't know. You don't know how much they're going to actually put in there, but no, I'm not in the Tower Americas. I'm at a coffee shop. My plan is I do want to go to the Tower Americas and have a coffee, but I don't know the Charter House. I don't know how much they charge for a coffee. But hey, Marcos, thank you for joining me. But I do plan on going one day to the tower and have a coffee up there. But it would be pretty interesting. It's a 750 feet tower, and it's the restaurant rotates. So we sit down and have a coffee. In 1 hour, we'll rotate around to back to where we started. But I don't know if they would just have some little guy up there drinking coffee, taking up a table in their fancy restaurant. Today, Marcos, I have a cayenne pepper, cinnamon. What I did was it actually tastes like Mexican chocolate, but it's like cinnamon, cayenne, cherries, and dark chocolate. And I just took a piece of this bar, put it in there, and I did my pour over. And then I made a frothy milk with my jar. I put milk in a jar, and you gotta take the lid off and put it in the microwave and heat it for like 30 seconds, and then you just shake it until it gets frothy. And then when I poured that right on top of here, on top of my coffee, and it just really tastes good. Thank you for joining me, Marcos, on Facebook Live. Moses and John and Naboo joining me on YouTube. Well, I think Naboo left. I think so. But this actually has a really good taste. I'm not sure if you like that. You tried coffee with mint? That was pretty good, I bet. I thank you, Moses. I bet you that was good. I like mint and tea. Well, you can get peppermint coffee. And that comes out pretty good, I think. But they almost have that Dutch Bros opened over here off of Huebner, and then over there off of Southwest Military Drive. That Dutch Bros there is going to be opening up pretty soon. Dutch Bros is a new coffee shop that's coming to San Antonio, and they opened up like thinking they opened up like 5 of them, or they're opening up like 5. But the only thing is, the one on Southwest Military Drive doesn't look like they're gonna have. I don't know how they're gonna how the parking is gonna, not the parking, but it's a drive-through coffee shop, but it doesn't. It's gonna block a lot of traffic on Southwest Military Drive because people are gonna line up there because it really doesn't have a lot of room to. I know the one that was off of Petrenko Road, they actually had to make like a line in the Home Depot parking lot because the line was so big that it was blocking off the street that I think it's called Petrenko Road. It was blocking off a lane, but people were lining up for like 2 hours to get a coffee. I don't know if I would wait 2 hours for a coffee. I come back another time. Well, maybe. I don't know. You should try this one, Marcos. It's really good. Well, been on like 20 minutes, and hey, Boo, you're back. Okay. So, I'm almost done. And I got, we'll see you. Thank you, Naboo. Thank you for joining me today. We'll see you next time. I enjoy the pictures you put on Instagram of Morocco. I'm hoping you're happy. Oh, thank you, John. Thank you for joining me today on Coffee Break and Marcos. Thank you for joining me. I'm getting ready to lose my voice. I don't know why, but anyway. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today on my coffee break. And if you tried this coffee that I made today, put a comment down below. And if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want more, I'm going to try to make some more different coffee recipes too on my channel. And so if you want to see that, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell for future notifications. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. And remember, coffee and friends make a perfect blend. We'll see you next time on Ken Rod's Coffee Break. Bye, everyone.